What you're going to learn in your lives is you're going to have this passion and these visions that no one else is going to see. You cannot let anybody take what you see. Keep going, like keep the vision in front of you and keep chasing what you know you can be.
Stick with it, find something you're passionate, and things will work out.
If you learn anything from me today, get as much education as you can.
Student scholar, student athlete. The first part of that is a student.
This is where the preparation begins. So write down what you want. A dull pencil is sharper than the sharpest mind.
6 years old, God put that dream in my heart. And guess what? It happened. If it happened to me, it can happen to you.
And a pleasant good evening to you and to yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. Alan Slaughter-Zinski here with you, back for our second and final installment before the big day comes up this Saturday over at Eastern Florida State, the Cocoa campus for the big 3-2-1 empowerment, emotional intelligence seminar. I guess we'll find. There's two guys here far better qualified to tell you exactly what to call this, but I know that the individuals that will be there that day are outstanding, including Dr. MYRON ROLLE. He is the guest speaker. Dr. ROLLE is a neurosurgeon, a former Florida State and National Football League player. Here in studio today, I've got a couple of former Brevard County standout athletes for sure. If you look there on the left side of your screen, I do believe he is the first ever quarterback at Holy Trinity High School. And now Matt is the managing principal and majority owner of Matthew Development, a full-service commercial real estate investment firm right here based in Melbourne, Florida. Matt Williams, and next to him, he is councilman for the city of Cocoa, District 1, Alex Goins, and of course, Alex, ABC Land Clearing, and Alex attended Rockledge High School and played football, of course, there as well. So, gentlemen, welcome here to Brevard Sports Network, the fabulous downtown studios. Matt, let's start with you. Kind of let everybody know what you've been up to since the days of Holy Trinity.
Sure, Alan. Thanks for having us. And highlighting the event. But I got a chance to play football at the University of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
After Holy Trinity, and had a great experience up at Penn and Philly. A little bit different than Melbourne. But,
it is.
It was an awesome experience, and then just kind of moved back through Florida and Tampa, and then about 10 years ago, joined some guys and started a little commercial development company, and I've been taking that on ever since.
Are you all quarterbacks in your family? Is that how that works out?
I mean,
What is Brady's relation to you again?
So Brady Hart is my sister's son, oldest son.
Yeah, so, I mean, quarterback juice. I know you ain't got no quarterback juice in you.
Quarterback.
Ain't no quarterback juice in you.
No quarterback I tell Brady, his Uncle Matt told him, taught him everything he knows. So.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Mr. Goins, welcome.
Yes, sir.
I know we've been trying to do this for quite some time. You, anyway, here. So how you been? What have you been up to? What's going on in the world of Cocoa?
Well, I tell you, before I even say that, I'm going to say happy anniversary to my wife.
There you go. Okay.
Because, anniversary for the wife, not the
That's
husband,
that's correct. That is correct.
But, yeah, man, so since high school, went on to play football at Bethune-Cookman University, cornerback. Graduated in 2003, came back to Brevard County 2004, started working with my father, ABC Land Clearing Development. He's been going now for 46 years in the land clearing business. And then I started doing high school football, coached at New Smyrna Beach High, Rockledge High School. And then now I'm on my 22nd year of youth football. That's why I don't have any hair right now. But just a servant of the community. Got into politics 2018.
How's that going?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you could have gotten into it at a better time.
Yeah. It's very you don't know what to expect.
Right.
But I think it's all worth it for me when you hear a grandmother say, "Thank you for paving the street."
Yeah, that's the thing.
That hasn't been paid in 20, 30 years. So it's always a silver linings.
It is, I don't think people understand. And listen, I'm sure at the local level there is as much, the word I could throw out, as there is at the national level. But it's got to be far more rewarding at the local level in terms of, like you just mentioned, the street paving, the giving back, things of that nature, because you see it directly more than you can at a state or a national level. And that's what I would prefer if I were in politics.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, last time, great interview delivered by Anthony and Kenny. So you both have a lot to live up to here today. Those guys were fantastic. But I kind of want to touch on what you feel emotional intelligence is. I had a couple of people kind of message me a little bit, because it's an interesting topic, emotional intelligence, especially for men and for young boys growing into men. Because when you look at the textbook definition of emotional intelligence, it says, and I'm just going to read it, the ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions in positive ways to relieve stress, communicate effectively, empathize with others, and overcome challenges and diffuse conflict. Alex, we'll start with you. As a football coach, a youth football coach, I'm counting every one of those you use on the field. Kind of talk about what emotional intelligence means to you.
Yeah, I think it's working through problems, right? It's working through adversity. And I think that's one of I coach 6U, right? And so you have a 6U kid, and some people think, they're little babies, right? No, we don't treat them like babies.
No.
They go through some of the same situations where they might make a mistake on the field. They may fall on the ground. They may call the wrong play, run the wrong direction. And it's our job to try to steer that young man into the right direction. Say, hey, look, we all make mistakes. We all go through things. But balling up your fist and wanting to fight is really not the answer, right? The answer is maybe say, Coach, I don't understand, right? Coach, what did I do wrong? And we communicate it. That's what I do with my son. He's 5 years old. Speak with your words, not with anger or wrath, right? And so I think, to me, the emotional intelligence part is working through your adversities in a positive way, with some sort of a solution.
Matt, I'll pose the same question to you. What is emotion? Because everybody is different in life. To me, emotional intelligence was always being, my mom would tell me one thing, my dad would tell me another. As a teenage, boy or whatever, growing into a man, you kind of had to figure it out for yourself a little bit. It's one of those things where everybody's going to tell you what they think it is, but you got to figure it out. What is it to you?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I think we're all evolving on what emotional intelligence means to us. But to get the message to these kids is, we're all going to have feelings, and, and those feelings are okay. And what do you do with those feelings is the answer in the question, right? So there's an action you can make based on how you're feeling. And it's okay to express those feelings to guys, adults. I go to therapy. Yeah. It's okay. It's healthy. It's good. And so
it is definitely good to talk to somebody, especially looking across the table. Yeah, no, I get it. I you mentioned anniversary, twice divorced. Life don't go on without therapy.
Yeah, I
hear you. You think some wife's going to put up with all this? Anyway, coming up Saturday, gentlemen, is a big event at the Cocoa campus of Eastern Florida State College, and we talked about Dr. MYRON ROLLE. Now, people are watching on their screens right now, the last Ed Ogeron event and how powerful Ed was. Kind of take us through, Alex, a little bit about what these events are, maybe who will be there Saturday, and what these young men can expect when they walk out that door.
So 3-2-1 Empowerment is a group of men from many different walks of life.
Right.
It could be economic status. It could be a profession. It could be whatever walk of life that they're through their experience. And so when they come in, they're going to see excitement, number one. They're going to see people loving on them, number two. And they're going to see people pouring into their life, right? We try our best to be very energetic, but also give great information through our own lived experience. And so you'll have different classes set up where they go in and they have one-on-ones with a particular coach.
Right.
And then each session they'll switch and rotate. And when they go to another session, it'll be another conversation about, it could be about adversity, it could be about character building, it could be about whatever that topic
Station
may
to
be.
station.
Station to station. But you have an opportunity to sit down and actually truly talk to someone that's going to share their experience, not in a way to demean anybody, but in a way that, hey, I'm going to express myself to you. I'm going to show you my mistakes. I'm going to, like, you know if you seen my post the other day where I posted about how I was a senior in high school.
Yeah, I did see
and
that.
I had my first kid in high school.
Uh-huh.
So imagine a high school student having their first child. You're supposed to be this stud athlete, and everybody's saying, oh, he's not going to graduate now.
Right.
His life is over.
Right.
And so we're going to share those real life stories and situations about how to overcome those adversities, right? And have people like Matt and say, hey, Matt, how did you get through that thing, whatever that thing may be, that hardship, that depression? Because a lot of times people think athletes are this big, muscular person that don't have feelings.
Right.
No. Alice is a grown man at 45, and I still cry in the car.
Absolutely.
Right? Now, I may not do it in front of people,
right?
But I have emotions just like anybody else does, right? And so I think that's what they're going to get. They're going to get a lot of love from men that really, truly care about them, and they don't really know who you are. That is powerful that men can show love to other young men, because there's a lot of men not in households right now. And so that's our goal.
Yep. Mm-hmm. What year did you graduate, Alex?
1998.
Matt, what year did you graduate?
04.
Okay. 88. So, even since the time that you graduated, it's a different world.
It is.
And, it's kind of like, in order for, and I'll give you the perfect example. 3 years ago, you couldn't talk to me about a student being able to transfer from one school to another. I didn't want to hear it, right? I mean, it was like, these kids, man, they're so entitled. Now I'm fighting for these kids to be able to transfer schools, just because when you look at everything that's involved, they should have the ability to make their own decisions for what's best for their future. And that's how I feel. But there is so much more for these kids to juggle with from the outside. And how does 3-2-1 empowerment, and it's okay if it's a seminar or a station on Saturday, but there's social media, there's peer pressure. I don't care what anybody says. From the time I graduated, you graduated, or you graduated, just with social media alone, peer pressure is twice to me what it always was. And again, you mentioned, men not being in the home. There's just so, I always feel like the deck, I wouldn't necessarily say stacked against, but there's a wall there sometimes that a lot of today's youth have to run through to get to the other side of life. So I guess my question is how does 3-2-1 empowerment help with the way the world is today with these youth?
Yeah, man, I think one of our main points and messages too is all these guys that we have on the board and come in to speak, they all found their purpose in life at different stages.
Yep.
And when you think that, man, I'm a quarterback, I'm a high school, I want to go to the Ivy League, I kept thinking these different stages were my purpose.
Right.
Where when you feel all this pressure and social media, man, let us encourage and empower you to find that purpose in life, whether it be faith or goals, or to wrap something that's fulfilling, and know that, hey, you can have the goal to be an NFL player. That's great, but that's going to come to an end one day.
Yep.
And so all that pressure you're putting on yourself, social media, and everything wrapped around your friends and peers, that's great, challenging, good. There's healthy peer pressure, competition, but let's be grounded and share some of our life experiences that will help you be grounded.
Well, for the young man who might be thinking about coming, isn't sure he wants to come, what would you say to him? What would you say to kind of, maybe give him that nudge in the butt to say, hey, this is why you need to be here Saturday? What would you tell him?
I tell him, man, just take that leap of faith and you won't regret it. You're going to connect with someone.
Yeah.
There'll be one person there that you'll connect with. You'll walk out that door, one piece of information, maybe one phone number, maybe just one contact to say, hey, I've got someone in my court.
I've seen you in action, nudge in the butt, okay? Hey, get there. But I'm just asking this question. So I know that you're going to get them there. My question is are you doing the same thing as last time with the bus? How does that work out? For somebody that has an issue with transportation, how can they get there Saturday?
Yeah, so we went away from the buses this time.
Okay.
It was a great idea, but I think logistically
it's tough.
Some issues, but I think eventually we'll end up going back to something similar. But we got to figure out a better way to.
Right.
We had a lot of buses, and you had some people commit, and then some people got dropped off, and some people took an Uber.
Right.
But if they are looking for a ride, they need to reach out to the phone number and the email that's there.
It's on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, and so reach out. If there's a concern, if there's an issue, I'm pretty sure with all the men that we have, we'll find a way to make something happen.
And that's what social media is good for, right? You got everyone sharing this. You got different connections, tagging friends.
That's right.
Message someone. We'll connect you.
We'll find a way.
And if I might take a moment to speak to you youngsters about this, you know what? Show some accountability and get there.
Get there.
Okay? Get there. Yeah. This is important in your lives. Yeah. Take the step, find a way, and get there. Did you think I was going to tell you any differently? Just get there. But again, these gentlemen, like they said, if you absolute have to have help getting there, the information is on the bottom of the screen. I love this group. 321 Empowerment, and they've seen the people watching have seen the team come down the board multiple times throughout this interview. And before we I wouldn't say, before we put a bow on the event coming up Saturday, Alex, what haven't we discussed in these interviews that need to be talked about as it pertains to maybe this event or maybe 321 Empowerment or both?
I think the major thing, man, is these young men need direction.
Yes.
They, at times when they get direction, it may seem like that they do not want it, but they yearn for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so so there are, let me go back and correct myself about, there are men in the household at times.
Right.
But just being in the household is not everything either.
Just like, being a father's not being a dad.
That's right. And making that connection, making that that conversation about real life situations, I think that's what 321 is for.
Right.
We have people that are not trying to be fake. We don't have people that are trying to be somebody else. We're comfortable in our own skin to have open dialogue about our own lives and being open and transparent with a young man, not trying to down talk about, oh, why you did this. And no, we're not. That's not what we do. We say, hey, okay, you did this. Now, these are the things that you can do to correct this so you won't make that same mistake again. That's what I believe that 321 is, and that's what I believe that men in our county, for sure, we need to do a better job at communicating with the youth, but also communicating with other men in a positive way.
Yep.
So it's a lot of fake beef going on around this county that need to really stop, because we act like we don't like each other, then we see the same people that we say we don't like, and then we at the gas station and say, hi, how you doing?
Right.
We need, I'm not saying we all need to hold hands and sing Kumbaya,
right?
But for the sake of these young people, we have to become I guess on one accord. We got to get on one accord.
Yeah.
And so in some sort of a way.
The keyboard warriorism.
Oh my Lord.
The keyboard warriorism is at its, especially with football season.
Yes, Lord.
Oh, my goodness.
Every July.
Every July. Every July. Matt, what would you say? Same question to you. What haven't we mentioned or talked about that you really think people need to know about 3-2-1 empowerment or this event?
I mean, the main thing is you got a great group of guys that have made plenty of mistakes.
Uh-huh.
And from the outside in, the barrier might be high. Oh, well, this guy's this. He's on council. He owns a business. Well, I mean, we were in the same walk of life, making the same mistakes.
Yep.
So I made mistakes. I don't know about Alex.
I know I did. but sure.
Let us pour into you, man. Just drop the barriers. We can be friend mentors, and just let us pour some life lessons into you and take something away from it.
What, again, playing over at Holy Trinity, what do you miss most about playing?
Man, I just miss the locker room and getting out there before the games and just that camaraderie that, some of the lifelong friends I still have today, and just
who was your coach there? Was it Mark Ainsley?
No, Coach Thomas, John Thomas.
Oh, John Thomas.
Yeah.
And John Thomas is on the board, right?
Right. So
right.
Full circle.
Full circle.
Ray Herring was my number one receiver.
John was a tremendous help to me at Florida Tech when he was there, when the Panthers started up, Florida Tech Panthers. I mean, it's what Brevard County is the largest county in the state of Florida, north to south. But it's so damn small.
Yeah. We all connected some kind of way. Just in that a few seconds, right? You name school board member,
right?
Got council member,
right?
You got contractors. You have Michael Doe, who's with Eastern Florida State.
Right.
You have Hurley Brown. You have all these different walks of life in different sectors of Brevard.
Yep.
Now think about those same groups of people having communication with each other. Now we can assist John Thomas in some of those conversations about school, what these kids are going through. That's something he may not know.
Right.
On our level, on the youth level, I could come in and say, hey, look, I'm just letting you know this is what's going on in the community.
Yeah.
You might need to rethink that decision because of this,
we speak of community and we talk of community. I think one of the things, Alex, that makes Brevard County unique is that there are so many communities within communities, i.e. Rockledge, i.e. Cocoa, right? So, what kind of a journey has it been? Because I know you always get joked about it one way or the other, but honestly, it's had to have been wild to be a Rockledge graduate and a Cocoa City councilman. Yeah. How has that journey? What's that been like for you? Because listen. You want to talk about emotional intelligence.
Oh, my Lord.
And I'm sure there are plenty of times along the way because, I mean, what's it, 6 years now for you?
7.
7 years now for you. Yeah. I'm sure it's not been all wine and roses.
No.
So what's that journey been like?
It's been somewhat of a challenge just trying to some people are closed-minded.
Right.
And so when they see me, they know I love Rockledge.
Sure.
I've not played any other sport for any other city unless before I went to Bethune-Cookman.
Right.
And so I coached there, but at the same time, I care about people.
Right.
I don't care what city I'm from. I don't care who I support. Yeah, Friday night, the first Friday in November, I am on Raider Nation all day long.
Yes, that's
right?
Exactly right.
But I'm also, the week before that, I could wear a Cocoa Tiger shirt. Now, it may make me itch a little bit.
Right.
But truth be told, if the people that know me,
know you,
they know who I am, and they know what I'm there for.
Yeah.
The people that going to hate or whatever the case may be, that's fine too.
Yeah.
But I am absolutely here for the children only.
Oh, yeah.
Now some of the adults,
I think it's funny because to hear you say that and to know you is to know that's 100% correct because your thing is always and I love it because your social media posts are always about the parents. They're always about the parents. And maybe we need a 3-2-1 empowerment for the parents in Brevard County.
Hey, Ray, you heard that?
Yeah. I mean, that may not be a bad idea. Gentlemen, as we wrap up here, you just kind of bring us home, Matt, a little bit. And, the information has been on the screen and just about the excitement level as these events continue to occur.
Yeah, thanks for highlighting the event number one. And, the main purpose is reach out to the kids, but at the same time, you got parents out there watching this and hearing about it. Ideas, resources. Let's collaborate with other nonprofits. And, Brevard County is great with that. So, reach out to us. Let's build a bigger, better platform for kids. And, we're here to serve and give back.
I think that's it. That was actually going to be my next question, is if somebody wanted to be on this board and help out doing the community, just simply reach out to you guys?
Yeah, just reach out to one of us or on the board, or the number or email, and the more the merrier. We're trying to just grow this thing.
You both going to be there this Saturday?
Of course.
We will.
Absolutely. Gentlemen, I can't thank you both enough for coming here today and talking to me in studio about this. It's going to be, these events are so critical in the lives of these young men. And, again, the information on the screen. I can't thank 321 Empowerment enough for having Brevard Sports Network a part of this. So for all of you out there joining us here on this glorious night, happy anniversary, Ms. Goins. For Alex Goins, for Matt Williams, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. Have a good night.
What you're going to learn in your lives is you're going to have this passion and these visions that no one else is going to see. You cannot let anybody take what you see. Keep going, keep the vision in front of you and keep chasing what you know you can be.
Stick with it, find something you're passionate, and things will work out.
If you learn anything from me today, get as much education as you can.
Student scholar, student athlete. The first part of that is a student.
This is where the preparation begins. So write down what you want. A dull pencil is sharper than the sharpest mind.
6 years old, God put that dream in my heart. And guess what? It happened. If it happened to me, it can happen to you.